Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Gavin and I want some pizza. And today I just kind of wanted to do one of those classic style videos. I just got some gameplay going. I'm just chatting and that's about it. I want to talk about my the dorm building, the entire actually dorm section that I was in for my freshman year of college is getting demolished and uh it's kind of wild, you know. I graduated 2024, so 2020 is when I was in the dorms. 2021 as well, and yeah, I mean during COVID it was weird stuff, but I met a lot of really great friends there, and you know I'm still buddies with a lot of them and hang out with them quite often. Uh, my roommate Isaac, super sick, still hang out with him a lot, and yeah, so I mean especially coming out of COVID, where I was just stuck in my room and just playing video games all the time, which was nice, you know. It was nice at times, but you get sick of it, and it definitely is very isolating. Uh, so going to college and being in the dorms freshman year, even though there COVID stuff was going on, there's not many people on campus. Uh, anyway, you know, it was really refreshing to be around people and meeting new people after that long period of not doing that and only being around the same, you know, my family all the time, which they're great, but definitely, you know, it's nice to hang out with people outside of that as well. And yeah, I mean, instantly hit it off with Isaac, my roommate, and he had a buddy from elementary school that happened to live just one floor down from us, so hung out with him a lot. Um, there would be these fire drills, not even fire drills, but the fire alarms would go off like at ridiculous times of the night the first week we were there because students would be, you know, somehow burning their microwave popcorn, or somebody even tried to make a grilled cheese in their microwave, which is the dumbest thing ever. You know, all that's going to do is just burn the cheese. It doesn't toast it. Which, you know, the grilled part of grilled cheese is kind of an important part of it. But yeah, so we'd end up outside of the building, all the alarms going off at 2 a.m. or something, and I met my other buddy, really good buddy Chris, out there. You know, he was out there with a laptop doing some homework stuff. So we started talking about how ridiculous the whole thing was, and we started hanging out outside of that. So yeah, from there, just slowly started meeting more people. Ronak, Alex, Sean, just good buddies. Um, and we'd always go out and we each had, if you were staying in the dorms, they basically made you also pay for the meal plan. So we were going to one of the dining halls that was across campus because it was just slightly better food, more convenient. Kind of thing compared to the main food court by us. So we'd walk over there, you know, probably like a 15-ish minute walk. We called it lunch at 2 since we always just met over there for lunch at 2, but we'd also go to some of the other food courts. But anyway, you know, just really good times with these guys, lots of goofing off. Um, yeah, but so that dorm building was built in the 50s. So this is just about the exact 70th anniversary of when they built them, and they're, you know, they're old. We had lots of problems with the showers would have cold water, and power to you if you enjoy a cold shower in the morning. It does wake you up, but nah, man, hell no. I'm paying to be here. I'm taking my warm showers. Um, yeah, so you'd wake up and it was there would be a bathroom on each floor. You would not have your own bathrooms, so you have to walk around the building, go to the shower, and it's a cold shower, and it was pretty miserable. But my buddies and I all had to deal with it, so you bond over that kind of stuff, and and the heating sometimes would also not really be that effective. You didn't have that much control over the temperature in there. It was just an old building, you know, just an old brick building, very very pretty looking with the bricks, and it was nice enough. The room was pretty solid. Uh, it was 5 floors. All the other buildings in the dorms there were sub. like three max maybe. Uh, so way above it, so you could see everything, which is pretty cool. Um, but yeah, it was really just about the memories and stuff there. And recently, my buddy Holly had seen that they started demolishing the area. I didn't know that was happening. Just a few years ago. Like 5 or 6 years ago, I was living in that room. 24/7 basically. In there all the time. Just lots of great times with friends, and it's been up for 70 years. And they're demolishing it. It just happens to be during the time I'm here. Uh, Insane. Just can't imagine the amount of different memories and stuff there. And again, it was an old building. I think it's for the best that it gets torn down. But yeah. So my past roommate friend Isaac and I were going to the movies. We saw Normal. Bob Odenkirk doing his action thing. It's funny that he's been in Nobody in Normal. Probably nowhere at some point in his near future, I'd imagine. Uh, but we went to see the movie, and after the movie, we got a beer at a bar there on Main Street, and we were just kind of walking and talking. I was just like, "Yo, Holly brought up that they're demolishing the dorm buildings, just across campus." So we just kind of started walking and made our way over there, and you could see some areas demolished from the outside and just windows blown in. They're just rubble. Two of the buildings. One of the buildings that my buddy Ronak was at, and we'd spent lots of time over there. That's where the community room was. We watched a couple of Marvel movies. We hooked up Rock Band. We would do Rock Band a lot. So much fun. Uh, we cook. We'd take turns preparing a meal. That's what you did, man, during COVID. We just were enjoying having time to be together and just kind of hang out and do our thing. But yeah, all gone. Those are just holes in the ground. My dorm building, Best Hall C, was still standing, and parts of some of the other buildings were, but Best Hall C was the most put together still. So Isaac and I, being the bright human beings we are, like this place is being torn down, but let's take a peek around. So we started, snuck in, walked around a bit, and we decided there was an open door on like the second floor of Best All C. You could get up to these outside staircase you could take. So we walked up there, door was open, and so we started checking it out, and it was surreal. I don't know, it's hard to describe even walking through that building that just years before I'd been making so many memories with my buddies my first year of college, just in complete disrepair. Everything's been torn down, obviously, nothing in there really. Just scraps and posters. You could hear the fire alarms since they had probably taken the batteries out, or the power wasn't going through them or something. They would chirp on different floors of different areas at completely sporadic times. It was really eerie. It was like I told him it was like the Silent Hill version of that area. The dark metal rusted version. Uh, can't take the elevator obviously, so we took the stairs up. Same stairs, five floors that we'd walked up a million times, walked up and down. Just jokingly hollered noises at each other from up and down that staircase. Um, but yeah, so we made it up to the fifth floor. There were some signs about asbestos, which makes me imagine it was likely not the most safe place in the world for us to be just those few years before anyway. But demolishing it definitely, you know, kind of makes all that stuff obvious. And uh, yeah, so we found our room, and yeah, just bizarre standing in the same room with Isaac, who had lived in that same room with me years before. All the furniture's kind of moved around some, but for the most part in similar places, and just, the light fixture on top is just cracked on the ground, and everything's, ready to be demolished. And, our stuff isn't in there. Our buddies aren't around the corner, but you're standing in this place that you had spent lots of time and just so many memories fresh in college, first time trying weed, first time trying alcohol, really. You know, college girlfriend, you know, all that kind of stuff, all these new buddies, um, and you're just standing in that same place you had stood, and it's just not the same. It's one of those, you know, you can't go home kind of things. And you know, I'd never been back to the dorms. I didn't, you know, it's more about the memories than the place, but just what a physical embodiment of you know, the past is gone, um, and you can't get it back. And things are just changing all the time. I haven't really lived super long, so I haven't seen as much of a, you know, I haven't had these buildings and places I'm so used to be demolished. You know, there's been some great restaurants in California my family used to go to that are no longer around, and that always sucks. And that in itself is kind of a crazy, like, weird thing. But a place that I've lived in, to be just no longer around, to be nothing but rubble and to be swapped out is it was super weird, man. It was like dusk, just a little bit of sun coming through. All the lights are off. We're just seeing through the power of our phone lights and just walking through it. Super bizarre, you know. The same floor my buddy had on that floor had this kind of funny night where he was just hiding a $5 bill around the floor, and whoever could find it could have it. But we just wanted to keep honestly doing the hide and seek, so we'd have him just put it in a different spot and then go check it out. Some of the girls on the floor were sure there was a ghost because their doors would rattle. Um, pretty just funny random college stuff, but you know, that place doesn't exist anymore. The that time doesn't. It's memories, and it influenced me, and I'm sure it influenced everyone there, as kind of everything does. But it's bizarre. It's bizarre, you know. And I've moved a couple times, so I'm no stranger to like changes of location. You know, I lived in a different apartment after the dorms. The dorms weren't amazing, but the people there were, and I think that's what made it so great. Uh, but yeah, I went through and I was looking at old videos from it and kind of did this little edit comparing it to what it looks like now. And yeah, what a feeling. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Uh, it really is. I was straight up playing Silent Hill music out of my phone as we were kind of exploring it some. Uh, but yeah, just such a kind of grounding and surreal thing to see a place that you've spent time in and made memories, just nothing more than bricks and mortar on the ground. Uh, I can't imagine people that have been through war torn buildings and go back to those kind of places, because this is all, you know, man controlled demolition. But to have something violently uprooted like that, you know, I just can't imagine. Uh, but yeah, just kind of a super interesting, bizarre thing, and it just happened. You know, he and I didn't plan at all to make our way over there. We were just watching a movie right down the street, and it kind of just happened. Uh, but you know, feel really lucky to have gotten the chance and to be there at that time to see it happen. You know, it's just super interesting. Let me know if you've ever been through something like that before, and uh, yeah, just thank you guys for watching. Don't know if I'll make tons of content in this similar vein, but I enjoy talking, and this is kind of a way to do that. This is Grand Theft Auto 4 in the background, Liberty City. Uh, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 1 on my Switch, um, and so I started getting into GTA 5, which I've never played through the story mode. I've just, you know, played online and stuff, so I started playing that, and I got 4 because it's New York City, basically. Uh, and I went to New York not too long ago and really loved it. So I just kind of wanted to get some vibes of that playing this game. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Thanks. I'll see you in the next one.